yeah, this is a warning because it is going down right here. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to station with the attitude. It is Friday. The weekend is finally here. Time for the wrap up brought to us by KFC. Finger licking good. Don't forget, KFC delivers to wherever you are. Our friend side or Dutch side, 581-9319. That's a WhatsApp number, or via the website, which is ksc-sxm.com. And don't forget, tonight and tomorrow, their drive-thrus are open until late. So the Bush Road drive-thru is open until 12 midnight, and the Cold Bay drive-thru is open until 4:30 a.m. to satisfy your late night cravings. G-Money is in the building.
What up, though?
What's going on with you?
Friday, man. I can't believe it.
Man.
Today is January 23rd, bro.
Yeah.
3 months in.
It wasn't that bad.
3 months into January.
It went by pretty quick. That's how I feel.
This went by too quick.
Yeah.
I just felt like we did New Year's.
Right. Usually January drags on.
It had a nice pace. It
wasn't bad.
It usually drags, but it had a
it wasn't bad.
A reasonable pace.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I feel you.
So we got some special guests joining us in the building. Speaking about KFC, who's bringing out the wrap up? I know they love KFC as well.
You sure about that?
Yeah. I don't know if they love KFC as much as Anguilla.
No, KFC varies in different countries.
Facts.
So it depends on the country and that KFC. I'll tell you yes or no if I like it or not. I know Dominica is a yes. I traveled to a country the other day. I want to say the island, but I've tasted some terrible countries in some very fabulous places.
So you know the next question is, right?
Have I tasted this one? Not yet.
Huh?
Not yet.
You sure about that? SMG, take my keys. We'll get us some KFC.
Yeah.
Come back in.
What do you want? Side breast, thigh, corn.
I'm gonna take a side breast, a little tay and some corn. Yeah.
Okay. Right. Sounds good. What's up?
So I'm gonna say good morning to everybody listening right now. Greetings from Dominica 767, the land of Bouillon Nature Island. It's always a pleasure to be back here in the studio. Whoa.
Bring it back. What did you just say? Because I know Dominica back in the days when it was, with the land of many rivers, the nature isle. You heard what she said first? The land of Bouillon.
Yeah.
It's the hottest thing.
They're claiming all over.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to. Yeah, if it's hot, you gotta go.
You gotta go with it.
Marketing 101.
Right.
That's what's hot. Everybody, if you listen to all the songs in Trinidad,
But you would expect her to say,
to keep up with the land of rivers.
The land of rivers, the nature isle, the CC room.
Coming to that.
You gotta lead with that.
You gotta lead with the bouillon.
Can I take it over again from the top?
Go ahead.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, testing. Okay, great. Good morning, everybody listening right now in St.Maarten. I send you greetings from the land of 365 rivers, the nature island of the Caribbean, the land of bouillon music, your favorite music here in St.Maarten, the land of the Olympic gold medalist Thea Laforgatson, the land of great people, men and women, the friendliest, safest place to be in the Caribbean right now. My name is Manel. I represent the Discover Dominica Authority. I'm the Public Relations and Communication Specialist, and I'm here with my colleague, and his name is
Kareem Geist.
That's it. And this morning we're here to talk all things Mas Domnik. Is the carnival season. Last year I was here talking on the World Creole Music Festival. By the way, I saw you guys there sleeping while eyes closing, fading because
listen, man, I don't know how you Dominicans do it.
I was just charging my battery.
Charging up.
I was just looking at the FET lineup for Dominica, and it's about 4 FETs a day,
Wow.
4 FETs a day.
I don't know. Because they say St.Maarten is the party island. So we party. But Dominicans...
But we party bougie.
Yeah.
Like, if we had 4 FETs in one day, we gotta go to one FET.
You're picking one.
Go home.
Yeah.
Take a shower, bathe, sleep, and then maybe go to the last FET.
Right.
But Dominica, they go on the
all three. And then they go to work.
Bathe, dress, and
then they go right back again.
And you report to work at 8. Boom.
Man.
Next day.
Yes. But I want to say thank you very much to all the people from St.Maarten who came to Dominica for the festival. Last year, we had over 48,000 persons at the festival. We did better than the year before. I know you guys love the drone show. I saw some St.Maarten flags out there at the festival. So I'm saying thank you very much to all of you who came through and supported Dominica for the the World Creole Music Festival and got to enjoy the rivers and everything else. Thank you so much. And here's an invitation to come to another event. And this one is Mas Domnik, Dominica's Carnival. And what we do, as we do almost every year, we ensure that we have artists from St.Maarten performing at our events in Dominica, because we believe in the collaboration. We love you guys. And one way that we show love and support is by exporting your talent to our island for our major events.
Appreciate it. Appreciate
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think this year at the World Creole Music Festival, this is the most St. Martiners I've seen. Like everywhere you turn.
Well, you had quite a few St. Maarten artists on the list.
I mean, that's true. So yeah,
you know, we haven't had in a while since I remember you guys did Oswald maybe like 3-4 years ago, and then you know everything came back. So yeah, it's good. Keep it coming.
Yeah,
we show y'all love. Show us some love. You know?
We appreciate it.
Love you. Yes.
So tell us a little bit about. Tell us a little bit about
going to church on Sunday.
About Carnival in Dominica. How you guys celebrate?
Yeah. So boy, what can I say? So we launched in December. About 8 weeks of celebration. Culminates on the Tuesday before Ash Wednesday. That is Wednesday, 18th February. So we are into what I consider to be the last 6 weeks of Bacchanal. We have a series of village carnivals. So we have some popular villages where we go in and you have carnival parades in these villages.
Okay.
So every weekend there's something going on in Dominica. There is pageantry, the Queen Show, Teenage Pageant, Princess Show. Some private institutions have their own pageantry. There is the Dominica Calypso Association, Calypso Finals, Semi-Finals. So again, these are big events where you focus heavily on the cultural and creative component of the social vibe in Dominica, social commentary. Then you have the parties where you have the private sector investing in fetes across the island.
Question: does Patty Shack have their own fete?
They don't, but they are. But they are.
Listen, and if we knew you guys were coming in advance, we would have told you guys to bring.
You love the party shack. You love the parties. You love the parties.
I'll remember next time.
We've been trying to reach out to them to find if we could get a plug or somewhere how to get them here.
We don't want no plug again. Just open up down here, please.
Open up a venue
I know. And you know, all the parties, I mean, they're a good sponsor generally. So all the parties, they have parties. So there's always food, right?
The parties have parties.
Yeah.
A couple of the events I went to did have parties.
Yeah, man. And you know, and this year, like last year, I mean, one of the biggest fetes for Carnival is Sunrise. And as Monel was saying, of course, King James will be in Dominica.
I saw that.
So absolutely. So, he'll be on the stage.
Big Boss, Kembe, I believe I saw,
Indeed. So you have quite a wide cross section of St. Martin's music going to be on display at Sunrise. The party runs from about 11 p.m. on Friday evening to 9 a.m. About 10 p.m. on Friday evening to 9 a.m. on Saturday morning.
That sounds like a regular day in Dominica. Anyways,
I thought he was gonna say it runs from Friday 11 p.m. to next week Friday 9 a.m. I was like, yo, that sounds more like Dominica.
But just to touch on the Sunrise event. So Sunrise event is one of the, by the way, before I mentioned Sunrise, what he mentioned, there's over 40 events on the calendar for that experience. And there's something for everyone. So if you're thinking you're coming to Dominica for the carnival, you want to bring your family, you want to bring your friends, it is safe to do so. There are activities for children as well and for teens, so it's okay to come through with your family. Talking Sunrise, the biggest fete on the calendar, this is one you do not want to miss, and this is the one we're highlighting your artist, that is the King James and DJ Big Boss is performing at that one, so you don't want to miss it. Last year we had over 5,000 individuals at Sunrise, and the space was too small, so we're moving to the grounds of the Windsor Park Sports Stadium. So we're moving to the space where we host the World Creole Music Festival for Sunrise. So think the VIP was stellar. It is going to be elevated this year. The ground experience is going to be bigger and better. So everything is going to be enhanced for the 6th staging of Sunrise. So you don't want to miss that fete. Tickets very reasonably priced, only $200 EC will get you your tickets. You can purchase tickets online at dominicafestivals.com and also on in Dominica when you get here. And there's some really great artists for Sunrise. So I want to go for the artists performing on that stage, the biggest fete, and then I want to walk through Dominica's carnival experience stage by stage so you understand why you you need to return to Dominica for Mas Domnik?
Are your bags packed already?
Since you
I
said
travel light.
since
You
you
try.
since you said
Come back with a lot.
since you said Patty Shack is there at
Yeah.
all the parties, we definitely pack.
So so on the Sunrise lineup we have DJ MJ and MV on the keys.
Okay.
DJ Taffy and Friends, Rio, Guada G, Trilogy, Muddy from Grenada, Ricky T from St. Lucia,
What?
Lyrical from Trinidad, DJ Big Boss from St.Maarten, Rhythm Knockers Band from Dominica, TK International from Dominica, Pudas, Unstoppable DJs.
Hey, shake something, shake something.
That's correct. DJ Stella, Kenny G, Ridge, Ada from Guadeloupe, and King James from St. Maarten.
Okay.
Big Boss, and that is not all. There are more artists for Sunrise as well, so this is going to be a great event. So you don't want to miss a Sunrise event.
So what's the date again? Let me put this on my phone right now.
Sunrise is February the 13th.
That's Joyce and Jams Day, G. You gotta pick one.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Oh.
But I suspect what you're trying to do already. You'll come to Dominica on Thursday, right?
Yeah.
No, but he has an event on Friday. His own event.
His own event.
He's crying right now. He's crying on the inside.
This is why before you do your own events, you have to go to DominicaFestivals.com and check the calendar to make
That is
sure.
correct. That is correct.
I was really coming to this. I want to go to Sunrise.
They got Tricks Migos and Hussy. I like Wendy Houdina. All right, Wendy. That's there. Who else they got? You got Pudas, like I said. Shakes. You got Little Boy. How we looking? Come on.
You know, for me, it's...
You got Booyah Barbie. I'm so T.
For me, I like the music, but for me, it's more the experience. I love the experience. I love the setup. I love the venues. I love how they do everything, the VIP. For me, that's what I like. You know, I just like to chill, relax, and that's what I like. But, February 13th. Okay, what's happening the 14th?
I can make that one.
I can make that one. Oh, man, I'm heated right now.
Oh, well.
But even if you miss Sunrise event, you
Right.
should think of attending the other events.
Okay.
The other events in Dominica,
Tell
we do
me.
have amazing events happening in Dominica as well. The Southern Punch and the other events, they are great events that you don't want to miss. And if you're listening right now and you want a list of the events we have in Dominica, we have posted our calendar of events on our social media platforms. So head over to Dominica Festivals on Facebook and Instagram, and you'll see the graphic with all the details of all the fets happening for the Mas Domnik experience. So you won't miss a beat.
Okay.
And let's talk now about the Carnival experience on Monday and Tuesday in Dominica.
Okay, what day is that?
And that is February 16th and 17th.
Okay, now you're talking.
So you can come to that, right?
Yeah, that I'm good.
Okay, so just lock it in quickly.
13th, I'm done. So 16th and 17th.
Yes.
Okay, so that's Dominica Carnival.
Yes, good.
There we
So,
go.
fun fact, Carnival in Dominica happens throughout the entire island. So the country is not just one carnival happening in one space, that is the capital only, but it happens throughout the entire island. So think, you can start Carnival Juve in the morning in Portsmouth, the north of the island. By midday, you can be in Maho. By lunchtime, you are in Roseau for another carnival. And you can end Carnival in South City, Grand Bay. And there is a vibe, there is a flair, everything and excitement happens throughout. Something fun about Dominica, we maintain our tradition throughout the Carnival experience. So wherever you go, you'll always see that tradition or the traditions, where it's the sensei, the masquerades, the big boom boom ladies, the stilt walkers, all these
The big
different
who?
big boom
Big
boom.
Yep,
boom boom
yeah.
ladies.
You got me on that one.
I saw a lot of big boom ladies when I was in there. Creole Fest, a lot.
So all these different characters, you will see them in the different communities, and they're carried throughout the Mas Domnik experience. So there's that. Another fun fact about Dominica's Carnival, at 6 p.m., the ropes would drop. So even if you're not in a band, for example, Mega Monday with TK is one of the biggest bands in Dominica for Carnival. So even if you're not in Mega Monday, you're not in a particular band, costume band for Carnival, from 6 p.m., you can join any band you want. People can move through any band that they want. So you can pay for TK, you can move to Signal Band, you can move to another band. So this is a fun experience for Dominica. Another fun fact about Dominicana Carnival, it's very affordable. I've seen the prices for different costume bands throughout the Caribbean, and I kid you not, Dominica's costume prices are among the most affordable ones in the region. So you will not spend too much money to have a great experience and look your best on the road. And talking affordable, the food, the drink, everything in Dominica is very reasonable. So you won't have to spend a lot of money to have a great experience in Dominica. Think buses to move around the country is affordable. Taxi to move around is affordable. So affordable, it comes to play, everything will be spot on.
Shout out to our boy Brian who took us around for World Korean Music Festival.
Big up to Brian.
Shout out to you, Brian.
Shout out to Brian. And Monel spoke about the affordability, but the security is amazing. So one of the safest destinations you can come to is Dominica. And for Carnival, security is always amplified. So our foreigners can feel safe and have party without thinking about security.
Correct.
Yeah.
That is true. And in fact, you'll find police moving around in droves during the carnival experience. So they're police in different bands, they're police in the different communities. And the guys, if you saw pictures from last year's carnival, you would see our guys with their big chains, a £2, £3.
No, everybody.
Everybody
got a big chain in Dominica.
And walking around free, that nobody's worrying about.
Absolutely.
Nobody's concerned about their safety during carnival because they feel safe. And talking safe, it lends also into the food that they consume. Persons have not been, we have not had any reports of people getting food poison from our carnival experience in Dominica. Why? Because the vendors, they all have their permits. They ensure that the training is conducted. The Ministry of Health, they have personnel walking through the streets to ensure that the people are following the standards. So you who come to Dominica, you are safe.
Yeah. I mean, when the Prime Minister is walking through the crowd and his security detail is just chilling, they're not even worried. Then you know for sure.
It tells you that the security is tight, right?
Yeah.
And Monel made the mention about the free vibes of the carnival. So yes, costume bands, t-shirt bands, you pay, you register, you are part of this large mass group. As you mentioned, TK, Signal Band, Rhythm Knocker. So all the great bands will be on the road, and you have an amazing number of costume bands, an amazing number of t-shirt bands. And as she said, at some point in the evening, the revelers get a chance to be part of everything. And in Dominica, I'll tell you, you are allowed to chip on the side of the streets whilst the mass groups are going down. So there's no prevention of enjoying the party whilst you are there. And, that's what we call one of the originality compet of Dominica, where persons get a chance to be a part of the activity and they feel part of the vibe. And that's what we sell.
And also, there are also some trucks on the road as well with different DJs. So if you're not in a costume band, t-shirt, or otherwise, you could be at the back of a truck enjoying the carnival experience and chipping on the road. So there's that as well in Dominica.
All right.
Another fun fact, we're talking fun facts, the inclusivity for our carnival is spot on. Every culture is welcome. You will see the Chinese, you will see the Haitians, you will see the Venezuelans. Everybody comes through for carnival and they're part of the celebration.
You might have an influx of Venezuelans now, but just be part of the vibe, right?
We welcome everyone to Dominica for the Mas Domnik experience. So Dominica's Carnival, we start 4 a.m. in the morning on a Carnival Monday. So there are 2 days events, the 2 main days, Carnival Monday and Tuesday. That is February 16th and 17th. On Monday, we start 4 a.m. in the morning. What's going on the streets? That's where you see most of the traditional components coming through. So lots of individuals, they're in the different costume groups. So let's say Karim and I, we want to form a group. We have our t-shirt band or a group, whatever it is. We're on the road. The Lapo Cabwit, you hear the steel pan is there. And we find that there's a Papi Show wedding taking place.
The Papi Show?
It's called a Papi Show wedding.
Wedding.
So you might Dominican. You might actually see a guy dressed in a wedding dress.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
So they flip roles.
Flip the script.
And an actual ceremony takes place on the road. And there's one year, I think last year before, there was a costume coffin.
Yep.
So a man was literally in a coffin. People were
and
carrying
his
the
friends
man.
carried him right to the carnival
crying,
vibe.
And they were all excited.
Yep.
So this is part of the Juve experience. Juve runs from 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. But at about 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning, that's when the
electronic bands come out. So you have some of these big bands again. They have their private parties coming up from about 12 a.m. through to 7. So they come into the streets now. As I said, Signal Band have a big Juve morning band. TK International have a huge Juve band, and then they come onto the streets at about 7 a.m. now, and every single person in Dominica is part of that activity. Yeah, man. So it's a Juve opportunity for everyone. You're on the streets, and you're talking about from all ages.
Okay.
And we always say if you miss Juve, you have missed Carnival. So please get into Dominica by Thursday. We really want you to be there for sunrise. We really want you to experience the Juve in Dominica and enjoy the Monday and Tuesday.
Okay.
So and keep in mind for the Juve experience, everything I mentioned earlier with the tradition, it continues for the entire day. So yes, there's the big electronic bands on the street, but everything else just continues around the entire route for Carnival. And then later in the day, we have the youth mass. So that's where the young people come out in the different costumes. They have their time, and we have the pretty mass that happens, and the t-shirt bands in the afternoon, and that ends at 10 p.m. Last year, the police ended Carnival at 11 p.m., so that was excellent, and that was due to the reduced level of crime, or rather no crime. So Dominica's Carnival, we have not been seeing a lot of crime and violence happening for a long period of time, and because of that, the police extended the time for Carnival last year to 11 p.m. We're hoping, fingers crossed, they bring us to midnight. Yes, police, help us out. So,
we're not going home.
We're not going home.
That is it. And then the next day, the Tuesday, we continue with all the vibe and the excitement, and that is where you find the pretty mass. So that's where the feather, the costume bands comes to play, and we have the winners parade. So everybody who have won in a particular pageant, they're on there with their costumes. The young people. So the Tuesday is another vibe and another excitement. So we're encouraging you to come to Dominica for Carnival. Carnival in Dominica is something that is special, and it's something that if you experience it once, I guarantee you would want to return to Dominica for that experience. In fact, there are people who book their tickets the day of or the after Carnival, the Ash Wednesday of Carnival. They book their tickets for the next year.
Right.
So when you're thinking for Dominica for Carnival, think 1, you want to book early. 2, you want to ensure that you make your travel plans very early so you can come to Dominica to experience Mas Domnik. Fun fact, we end Carnival with an event called Tewe Vava. That's how we bury the spirit of Carnival. So we ended with a funerals procession. So imagine this, right? There's priest, there is altar servers, what we call the acolytes.
Real priest? Okay.
So there's the priest, there's the altar servers, there's a coffin, and then something in the coffin, and there are people in the procession, they're singing and dancing. There's a Lapo Cabrit band, and in some communities there is a electronic band as well, forming part of that experience. And people, they have bullseye, and they're singing, they're chanting, and at some point the coffin is burnt. And people are jumping over the fire, they're dancing around that fire, and that is that kind of vibe that we have, and that's how we bury the spirit of Carnival. But even as we bury Carnival, there's more fetes happening after Carnival.
Right after.
Can't stop, won't stop.
You got the afterlife after party.
Yep. And what is something good this year, a lot of the costume bands have cool down parties on Wednesday. So before Tewe Vava, we have the cool down vibes going on Wednesday at about, let's say, 4 different beaches. So if you have partied hard for the entire last 5 days, you're coming to cool down, but you're drinking more booze, right? So, so I'm not too sure if it's really a cool down, but this is something that is coming on this year, and people are super excited about it.
Okay, all right. It's kind of like the, what do we call it? Like the Carnival Gopuel, when you start missing it.
Right. And the Tabanca, right?
Tabanca, that's it, the Tabanca.
There's an event called Carnival Gopuel. And when it's Independence Gopuel.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's that.
All right, so there's lots of stuff to look forward to this Carnival season over there in Dominica. And even if you don't come for the mass and everything, there's still lots of stuff to do in Dominica. This is where the 365 beaches come in, the Nature Isle, all the different sulfur springs that you guys have to offer. So there's lots of different things to do as well.
You're correct. So we want you to come for the fete, but also stay for the view. So you consider, so think about coming to Dominica for about 2 weeks or at least 4 or 5 days, so you can experience the island as well as the fetes in Dominica. So you rightfully said, yes, there's the rivers. There are 365 rivers. We have the second largest boiling lake in the world. We also also have other freshwater lakes in Dominica. If you love hiking, Dominica is the hiking paradise of the region. We have 14 segment hiking trail that can take you from north to south of the island, and we've mimicked the trail on land, on water. So if you don't want to do a hike on water, you can get a kayak, and then you can do a Waiti Kubuli kayak sea trail that will take you across the west coast of the island. Beautiful scenery. You will stop at different bars and restaurants along the route. So it's a real party, great experience in Dominica. Thinking water, if you love diving, snorkeling, this is the place for you. We have some of the healthiest coral reefs in the region, some of the most beautiful aquatic life in Dominica. Sperm whales, we have 250 sperm whales in Dominica, and there's a 90% chance that every time you go whale watching that you will see a whale. You can actually swim with the sperm whales as well in Dominica. Yes, there's that adventure, of course, with a guide. Don't go in the water, guys. Don't go jumping off the boat by yourself in the water to swim with the sperm whales. But we do have that experience where you can have in Dominica.
And don't worry, you won't get pregnant. They are called sperm whales, but no.
Lovely plug. No, they will not impregnate you at all.
You guys have a season for that, for the whale watching? Is it
No, it's for the entire
year.
For the entire year. Dominica, they ain't leaving.
They're leaving.
Literally stay in our water for the entire year. In fact, we're developing a whale sanctuary, so that should be commissioned sometime later this year, if not early next year. And thinking of developments, we're also developing a geothermal plant in Dominica that is supply half of the energy for Dominica.
Nice.
Yes, so that'll be on stream very soon.
Can we provide a drop cord? We might need
a drop cord.
Just plug on.
Might need some help.
But by 2030, the plan is for by 2030 for the entire island to be powered by geothermal energy. So we look forward to that. And talking development, we do have a cable car on stream as well that should be completed later on this year. I did say we have the second largest boiling lake in Dominica, in the world is in Dominica. To hike to that boiling lake would take you about 6 hours.
Yeah.
But with the cable car, it will be the longest detachable cable car in the world. It is going to take you 20 minutes to get to the boiling lake. You will see the rivers, the waterfalls over the Valley of Desolation, all the beautiful scenery, and you get very close to the boiling lake as well. Yeah. So that experience.
So where does it leave from the cable car? Where would you catch it at?
So you will catch it not in Roseau. You'll take a shuttle from the capital to Loda, and when you get to Loda, then you hop on the cable, and then you go for the tour.
And from the capital to Loda is really just about 10 minutes. 10 minutes drive.
So when is that going to open?
Later this year.
Okay,
yes,
cool.
later this year.
So if you did not want to backpack like I do and do the traverse to
I'm taking the cable car.
You're taking the cable car.
That's why I said, where does it leave from? I'm taking the cable car.
And talking development, we're also developing our international airport. So by 2027, next year, the international airport will be completed. The development is progressing wonderfully, and we're very excited about that. But even as we're developing our international airport, we are attracting international flights in Dominica. American Airlines, they fly to Dominica from Miami. We have United from Newark, New Jersey. We have Contour from Puerto Rico and St. Thomas. And of course, regional carriers that can get you to Dominica from St.Maarten. You have the Win Air and the Sunrise. We got connections with Intercaribbean, Caribbean Airlines. And if you're into the ferry services, we got you covered because RFS Express will take you from St. Lucia, Guadalupe, and Martinique to get you to Dominica. So Dominica, the island, we're progressing wonderfully. Also a marina. We're also constructing our first marina in Dominica as well. So the island is on a growth trajectory. We feel great about what's happening in Dominica. We invite you not just to come to Dominica to fed, but also to enjoy the island. I forgot to mention that he mentioned the relax and the unwind. We do have natural hot spas. So when you get to Dominica, you can go to hot water, and we have options too. You want sulfur water, we got you. You want mineral, we got you. You want natural water, we got you. You can soak and relax. And I kid you not, I've said this a few times, but I kid you not, after being in that hot water spa, your body is well relaxed, you're rejuvenated, and you feel like you can go again, because this is the sort of experience we have for you here in Dominica. In addition to that, if you're into horseback riding, we got you. For the rivers, river tubing, we have that experience as well. Waterfalls, we have about 12 waterfalls in Dominica, so you could chase the water waterfalls. I forgot to mention that when you hike through Dominica, every hike leads you to somewhere spectacular.
Okay.
So you hike one of the trails, you may end up stopping at a waterfall. You may end up somewhere close to the boiling lake or something spectacular. So every adventure in Dominica is something that's worthwhile and worth doing. And the nice thing about it, you can create your own experience. Most of the Caribbean islands, you see the white sand beaches. Dominica, we have black sand beaches, but we do also have the white sand beaches. Well, it's looking a little pinkish, but we do have two communities where you can get a different feel of the black sand beaches. So you have the black sand, you have another different sand that you can experience in Dominica. The people, they are very friendly. I know based on your experience in Dominica, you can attest our people will support you if something happens to you. If you need support to move around the island, there's someone who's always willing to assist you in Dominica. We're that sort of nation. We're people who are together, we're loving, we encourage people to grow and to be their better selves. So we invite you to come to Dominica, to be here for Carnival. And if you're looking for information on the festivals, or rather on the Dominica, the nature island, everything I mentioned and more, it's on discoverdominica.com. And we also have social media handles as well for Discover Dominica. That is Discover Dominica on Facebook, we're on Instagram, and we're also on LinkedIn. I encourage you to follow so you can have all the information and you can see what you want to do in Dominica before you get there.
Nice. Going back to the international airport, I get all the updates on my phone. Don't ask me how. I get all. I see the progress.
That's good.
Going back to the international airport, would it make the trip from the airport to Roseau shorter, or is the same distance, or?
It's about
the same distance.
Oh, about the same
yeah,
distance.
Of course,
okay.
but of course you're going to have the road enhancement. So definitely it'll be
a whole road enhancement.
Of course, as part of the structure. So definitely you're going to have a smoother ride and a better experience.
So it'll be a whole road improvement all the way to Roseau?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
And our roads are not bad.
Yeah.
Our roads are not bad. So the quality of the roads is good.
They're just winding.
A lot of turns and twists.
Which is part of the experience, right?
Which is part. And when you travel from the airport to the capital, there's things to see. You feel it's a different feeling, right? The greenery, the nature that encapsulates you. It's a great feeling.
Shorty's bar.
Yeah.
Love Shorty.
We love Shorty.
You can stop and have a rum punch somewhere.
We do that all the time.
All the time.
It takes us about 4 hours to get to Roseau.
Yeah.
So you do appreciate the winding road.
All the stops. All the stops we make.
All the
it's about
stops.
4 hours to get to Roseau. Okay, so 2027 International Airport will be open.
Nice.
Pretty sure it's going to be high tech.
It will be completed in 2027.
Okay.
Completed.
Oh, that means it's going to be open yet, but it's going
Right.
to be
It will be completed in
completed.
2027.
And what plans do they have to do with what they have with the current airport? That's still going to function.
I'm not sure what the plans are for the current airport, but what I can say is that we are not, or rather, we're doing what we need to do. So the transition from the Douglas Charles Airport to the international airport is seamless.
Okay.
So if you notice, we're already attracting international flights.
Yeah.
So we're not waiting to have conversations when we get that international airport, So we're doing what we need to do. We're making the deals and the partnerships, so everything will just run smoothly.
Okay.
Fun fact, there is some, I think there is some renewable energy. The airport will be powered heavily
Solar.
by
Nice.
renewable
Yeah, I
energy.
saw that.
And some other wonderful other components. But for more on that, you can find it online, discoverdominica.com. The ministry always publish information about the airport. The airport have their committee that always publish. You get the updates all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
So things are
So
moving smoothly.
is there a name yet?
I was just going to ask, are they going to transfer the name, or are they going to give it
They'll
a
probably
new
name
I'm
it
not
something new.
sure.
the Manel International Airport?
That sounds great, Mr. Roosevelt Scarrett, sir.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so guys, talking more about Carnival, tonight we're gonna hang out at Breedy's Pit Shop, and that's on Simpson Bay Strip.
Okay.
So we have an opportunity to win a trip to Dominica for Carnival 2026. Remember, it's Carnival culture, vibe, and adventure. So you could be heading to Dominica for Mas Domnik, happening February 16th and 17th. Again, it's a weekend of vibe. So at Breedy's Pit Shop tonight at Simpson Bay Strip, 10 p.m. through to 12 a.m. Visit the booth, scan our QR code. There will be a QR code available at the bar. Scan the QR code, enter for a chance to win a trip to Dominica. Don't miss this chance. Come through and scan to win.
So we're heading over to Breedy this evening, guys. And if you're thinking, travel costs, want to save yourself some money, come and scan the QR code and get a chance to win tickets. And also, we might be giving away we're giving some free drinks.
Correct.
Oh,
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we're gonna
It's a
give
nice
some
lime
free
tonight. It's a
drinks.
Dominica lime tonight.
Greedy's always giving away free drinks.
We're paying for some free drinks for you all tonight. So come through.
Nice.
I'm coming home.
Come through.
Sounds good. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us today on the Super Duper Morning Show.
Before you leave, can you play your favorite booyah? Your favorite booyah.
I don't know.
I'm giving you.
No. That's nasty business. No nasty business.
We can't do that. We can't do that.
No.
His
Booyah.
favorite?
Oh, his favorite. Hey, So we won't take your favorite. Give us one of your. Give us the other option.
Your cleanest favorite.
Okay, that sounds better.
Your cleanest
favorite.
We can do this one. I know he's going to be performing real soon for the Heineken Regatta. So BRG Hollywood, I know you guys have embraced him as well. What's the time? So let's do that.
What's the time?
That's right. Time to grind. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say you with the attitude. We'll be back with the rest of the wrap up. Don't you go anywhere.
It's time to grind.